from the beginner to the professional, from the novice to the master, from playing and experimenting to create a mess to create a masterpiece. These are all elements of art. Our art is sound. Hi, I'm L.V. Smith, host of the show Sounds Within. You know, we always have all kinds of ways to use sound and to enjoy sound, but my biggest addiction is using sound in music. So I can't think of a better way to have a guest who I saw at the Roar Room, which was the Crest, and I was so totally impressed. So she's here with her band right now. Miss Molly Hanmer, take it away.
Bridges would I burn, with golden gates close on me if I did return. I hear the road calling on crossroads in the breeze, a teary-eyed farewell to my West Coast fantasy. Should you leave me, darling, will I find my way? Without you I'm a stranger, stumbling through my days. I'd rather have you gone than a grudge on which to lean. There ain't no use in lying as we'd be chasing baby dreams. Well, I got a little lazy, I fell into a slump. Now I must be on my way. I put it safe and now I see that I'm too young to have one place to call home. Always on my back, his hand upon my shoulder, his breath upon my neck, and I can't seem to keep her no matter how I try. Stuck inside my own shoes as the world that rolls on by. Head out to the East Coast and can't you judge to Spain? With the hopes I'm traveling, I might have to clear my brain. They say trial tribulation, without it comes stagnation, and you'll see chase those baby dreams. I got a little lazy, I fell into a song. Now I must be on my way. I put it safe and now I see that I'm too young to have one place that I call home. What else can we do but feel our way out blindly and keep on passing through? Well, life keeps getting harder, but someone's got it worse. What is happiness without a little blood and thirst? Well, universal heartache, a friend misunderstood. Without you, I'm a blind man, wasting all that's good. Your tactics have unrivaled, helping me to see when to cease chasing baby dreams. I got a little lazy, I fell into a slump. Now I must be on my way. I put it safe and now I see that I'm too young to have one place to call home. And now I'm trudging through the mire and thankful for the sun, 'cause today's another day. And time is just a gift we get to borrow for a while.
That was Miss Molly Hanmer's group there playing. And here she is right now from the Roar Room. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Grateful to be able, as always. So we might as well find out who the other members are, but we're going to start with my first question. What makes Miss Molly Miss Molly?
So many factors out of my control. I guess I play music. I play music because I want to connect with other human beings and I want us all to feel our humanity.
Music makes Miss Molly, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm so
Eloquently put.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay. Okay, I want you to dig back in your past here. I mean, way back. Way back as far as you can remember. I'm sure you can remember. Probably don't want to share, but I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. Like Monty Hall. Okay. What was the very first sound you ever heard and recognized?
Ooh, that would take a minute. That I remember, that's very difficult. This is gonna sound really corny and musician-y, but I remember very distinctly Yellow Submarine.
You remember submarine? So you saw visions of submarine and it was yellow, huh?
Yes.
Oh, great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, next question. What was the very first sound that made you pursue what you do?
Ooh, that was probably my dad's guitar, actually.
Your dad played.
Yeah. Just for fun, but he gave me my first guitar that I've played for years, and it needs a little work right now, so it doesn't get playtime, but that's what I got started on with.
Sounds vintage and
It is. It's 67 or so, but
it's a pile of junk. I'll buy it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question here. What things does it need to become a musician such as yourself?
well, I'm still figuring that out every day, but it takes dedication. It takes discipline, and it also takes the ability to just be able to be disciplined and have fun at the same time and love what you're doing.
Yes. What was that first song we were hearing?
The first song was called On My Way, which is the title of the EP I just released last month.
That was the first song I ever heard you do at the War Room. And now, what we're going to hear now?
Right now, we're going to hear Fool's Run, which I haven't released as an official recording yet.
No copywriting violations here, folks. Take it away. Fool's Run.
Well, find your shelter, mind your head, a bomb goes off tonight. Well, this storm, it's overdue, and it's never felt so right. I've been silent, held my tongue, well, for far too long. Now this fire's burning angry, guess I'm moving on. Yeah. Well, when I was young and well behaved, good as you stood in my way, you were fighting for my cause. Well, in my shoulders, small and strong, laid your heavy burden on. No, you didn't hesitate to take, but it's a fool's run to stay in this game, the chase and take. Well, were you lazy? Was it pride? Or were you scared to swim? Guess it's easy coasting on another sailor's wind. Now I'm weathered by and stern, all the board seasoned by that salt. I can't be no more stowaways, I'll sink at my own fall. Well, an empty head and reckless waves make for lost and aimless ways, oh, for which it's a fool's run to stay in this game of chasing time. Well, so take your problems, take your grudges, and don't pin them on me. I can only help myself, and I don't hold your key. I am here to lend a hand, but I won't break your fall. So learn to pick your damn self up before you make that call. 'Cause it's a fool's run to stay in this game of chasing time.
Fools run. This fool is running. Let me tell you, that was so great. Oh, my. What motivated you to write that song?
It was a lot of emotion that I hadn't let out in a while, so that song was kind of an outlet.
It was an outlet. Okay, part of life at times, music is like a roller coaster, ups and downs.
That's very true, but the downs often give you great material, so silver lining.
Definitely. And also great blues musicians, too. Okay. But we're not blues today. What would you describe your music as?
I would say it's Americana because it has elements of rock, it has elements of blues. I would even stretch there might be some jazz or funk in there in some songs. So there's bluegrass, anything that
It all came from the USA.
yeah, anything that was kind of an eclectic mix but was also born here of different things. I would say it's Americana.
Oh, yeah, I'm loving this. This is great. Now, we're going to dig in more like things was happening now. How did your group come together?
Well, it was kind of just luck. I met Mackenzie at a open mic called Kulaks. And I saw her, and darn, that girl is a good drummer. And she actually ended up contacting me and asking if I wanted to play music with her. And then we met Bryce. I actually met him through a restaurant that I worked at for about a week, and I needed a bass player, and he was like, I play bass. So I was like, come play bass for me.
A real bass man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this started at the restaurant when you were working, and you say, hey, I got to make some music. So you hooked up with the bass player and the drummer. Actually, the drummer first, then the bass player.
Yep.
And now there is the Hanmer Band right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I had never even heard Bryce play before, so it was very
Whoa,
lucky.
it all felt right into place. I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay. What are some projects you're doing right now?
Well, right now we've just been playing together, really working on getting a solid sound together, getting a lot of experience under our belts playing out live, and just kind of, I just moved here not that many months ago, so I'm just kind of trying to meet as many people as I can and play with good musicians.
And where did you move from?
Well, I lived in San Francisco for the past 4 years. I spent a little time in Monterey after doing some traveling and came back and moved down here.
Great. Do you collaborate with other folks?
I do. There's this musician named Christina Vane who's local. I'm going to be playing some songs with her. She's a great blues slide player. I'm playing with this guy. We're all going to be playing with this guy named Dean Chamberlain, who's in the Motels. So, yeah, we play with different musicians.
Sounds like your star is beginning to rise there. Okay, besides collaborations, what are the perks of being in a band?
So many good times.
Good times.
It's a lot of work. No, it is a lot of work, but it's like a little family, and we've had a lot of laughs together, and I'm really thankful for the time.
And what are some of the challenges?
The challenges are scheduling is very difficult. We have different. Well, we're all different people, so we all have different things going on in our lives. We all have different dreams that we made up. Mackenzie will actually be leaving us shortly because she is a wonderful music teacher, and she's doing so much for children and really building up her own music school.
Support music teachers, folks. Let me tell you, that's why I had to leave.
So that's a challenge, but we're still gonna play music together, I'm sure. And
You got me itching for some more music. What are you going to do for us?
we're gonna do a song called City Spring, which I wrote in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park.
My favorite place, and sounds like a great song. Take it away, City Spring, from the Hanmer Group.
I'm sorry, son, you can't carry everyone. No, the world isn't yours alone to bear. And don't think for a moment you have that right. The world is something to share. Well, self-righteous you just assume that your strength outweighs the rest. Well, have some faith, you have no right to wear another man's vest. All by your lonesome in the city spring, trying to find your place in everything. Well, don't be so proud, you speak too loud, and not every thought should be said. And the world need to know every song you sing, nor every thought in your head. So take things slow and watch the river flow all the way the ripples dance from your feet. And revel in the fact you'll be the only one to witness this lovely scene. All by your lonesome in the city spring, trying to find your place in everything. So strap on your boots, nourish your roots, for only as good together as we're apart. And the heart of the forest can only beat when each tree plays its part. So when you're feeling down, I hope you hear the sound of the blood pumping through your veins, and you feel your flesh crawl when the breeze blows in before you slip in the grave. city spring, trying to find your place in everything.
The Hanmer Group doing City Spring. We have this demon called time. A lot of folks don't like me use the word, but it is, because it takes away so many good times.
That it does. But, that's what makes them special, is that they're fleeting.
Matter of perspective, but enjoying the now. Okay, getting back to you. Yes, you. Who are some of your mentors?
My first guitar teacher, Robert McNamara, and I had another guitar teacher for a while, and his name is Brian Geyer in San Francisco. And those are my personal mentors. Someone, local musician here, Teriyuki, he's been helping me learn some slide guitar and whatnot. So
who inspires you on, besides Teriyuki, on slide guitar?
on slide guitar, this guy named Jackie Green. He's often played with the Dead and the Black Crowes, but he also has wonderful solo material, and he's one of my favorite guitar players. So.
Indeed, another mentor, I take it.
No, not personally, but through his CDs, yeah.
Inspiration-wise, huh? I'm loving this. This is great. Okay, what are some future projects you project?
I hope to make a full-length album. I just released an EP, which was 5 songs, and you can buy it on Bandcamp or iTunes or anything. But I hope to have a full-length CD maybe next year, and then to start touring. So right now it's just taking over LA.
Well, I'm going to definitely be downloading from iTunes your material. I am totally stoked about that. So do you have any record companies you're going to be with or going to strive to be with?
I don't have any specifically in mind. Right now, it's just independent, which I enjoy. It would be nice to be on a record label eventually, but just independent right now.
We're definitely looking for that. We're getting near that point where we got to offer you your moment of fame. So there's your camera. And what advice do you have for future musicians who would like to be like you?
Oh, just practice, and don't give up. Don't listen to what anybody tells you to do. Just follow what feels right, follow your heart, because that's where music comes from. So.
And it really does too, folks. So how can people get in contact with you?
Well, there's my website, mollyhanmer.com. You can email me through there. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter, which is a great way to get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook, so any of that, great for me if you like it, and great for you to get in touch with me.
And do you recommend people to come see you at open mics or anything like that?
Yeah, I haven't been playing open mics so much, but we gig all the time. And so I encourage you to look at the website. We're always posting gigs, sometimes 6 a month or something. So, yeah.
Well, Miss Hanmer, I want to really thank you for coming. And please come back, please. That was such great music there. And it was great. Folks, this has been another edition of Sounds Within with your old man here, L.V. Smith. Do stay tuned for future collaborations. Hey, stay tuned, and we're looking for you until next time. And what are we going to hear for our closer?
For our closer, we're going to hear a song called Dead Happy.
Dead Happy. I'm getting dead happy right now, but I'm going to be deadly mourning, too, after the song is over. Take it away. Dead Happy.
again, and the man said they begin, ready or not. There's none too much outside to draw her out, as she cries, please come again. Well, all that she can dream is a family of her own, a little one to feed. The bank's been broken clean, so the baby's out. And it seems time and time again. Oh, when it's time, won't you come again? As she cries, love that I'm asking is for a little babe, just every now and then, just enough grace so I can feel my feet hit the bottom. Well, Jake, he's got the blues. He's just received the news that he's not well. Well, heart sick for the girl named Jezebel. Well, it seems time and time again, but there's no one left to blame but his own sad sorry self. We're all the same, just searching for some way to numb it out. Well, it seems time and time again, and Jack walks home with an empty hand as he cries.